Definitely a lot of expectations this year, finishing 13th in the nation last year. I felt like last year was the best team that we had ever had here, and I feel the same way this year. This is the most talented group that I've had in my time at Belhaven. We're very, very deep from a pitching standpoint, and we'll get into more of that in a little bit. But as far as our depth on the bench, we can go 4 and 5 deep, and we've got girls on our bench who could realistically be a starter here at Belhaven for us, so that's really good to have that kind of depth. The key newcomers, Emily Todd is a transfer from NCAA Division II Delta State University. She was first team all-freshman in her time at Delta State. She transferred into us, and of course many people know Emily played for me at Clinton High School, my job before I came to Belhaven, so I know her well. She knows my style, and just a great athlete. She'll be playing shortstop for us this year. Has tremendous power and real long and rangy at shortstop, so she'll give us a little added dimension there. Josie Porter transferred in from Copiah Lincoln Community College down in Wesson, Mississippi. Probably the best athlete that I've ever coached. Christina Jacobs, who played on our team in 2011 when we finished 3rd in the nation, was the best athlete I had ever coached to that point. And Josie Porter is just like Christina. She's got pop in her bat. She's very quick. She's going to steal a ton of bases for us, and that's something we haven't had in the last few years, and just adds a lot of athleticism for us. Carly Yassis transfers in from NCAA Division I Youngstown State University. She's going to see time behind the plate this year, splitting time with Danae Crawford. And again, just a ton of pop in her bat and a great arm behind the plate. So with Danae and Mandy Fuller and Carly behind the plate, we're anchored pretty well at the catcher position. And then the final transfer, Stacy Luciani, who will start for us in the outfield. She'll play center field when she's out there. Just a lot of speed. She'll steal a ton of bases for us as well, and she puts a lot of pressure on the defense. So anytime you got that kind of speed to go along with the power in your lineup, that's just a huge weapon for us offensively. As far as our pitching staff this year, we did not have to replace any of our pitchers from last year. We've got Katie Adair, who was 15-7 last year with a 1.95 ERA. She also batted .300 as a hitter in our lineup, so it's always good when you can have a pitcher who can also swing the bat. But Katie Adair, along with Jessica Paris, Jess was 14-3 last year with a 2.02 ERA. She threw a one-hitter in the conference tournament and also threw a no-hitter in the conference tournament last year. So big-time arms there between Katie and Jess. They both can bring it about 63 to 64 miles an hour. And then Ginger Lonergan, she's more of a screwball, rise ball type pitcher. She was 7-4 last year after being injured the majority of the season, and her ERA was 2.58. So I think anybody in the country in the NAIA is going to be really hard-pressed to find a pitching staff any deeper than the one that we have. We've got 5 teams ranked in the top 25. Of course, here at Belhaven, we're preseason number 9 nationally. So there are 2 other teams ahead of us from our conference. Spring Hill, who finished 2nd in the country last year, they are preseason number 2 nationally, and Auburn Montgomery is preseason number 7. So we've got a few ahead of us, but we also feel like that when it's all said and done, we have got just as much capability as anyone of moving up and being in that top spot nationally. I'm very excited about my coaching staff this year. Courtney Fairley, who played shortstop for me for the past 2 years, just loves the game of softball. She was just a gritty athlete. She brings that mindset to our team, and it's really been a blessing for her to be here on staff with me, and I couldn't ask for anyone better than the 2 that we have. The other coach is Casey Britt. She's got Division I softball experience. She comes from the University of Central Arkansas, where if she had not gotten injured her senior year, the coaching staff there at UCA tells me that she would have broken just about every offensive record there at Central Arkansas. So to have Casey's knowledge offensively and then Courtney's defensively added to our staff. Casey was also a former pitcher, so she can help with our pitching staff as well. So it's always good when you can have capable assistants who you can just turn it over to on any given day, and just let them run things if they want to, because they're very capable of doing that. Some key returners this year that we have, first of all, Danae Crawford is returning. She'll be playing catcher and third base. She was an All-American last year. She was All-Conference player last year, batted .364 for us in our lineup, 12 home runs, 52 RBIs. So she'll bat in the 3 spot in our order. Shelby Watson was also an All-Conference player for us last year. She was an outfielder and a pitcher. She batted .300 with 9 home runs and 35 RBIs. So those two provided a lot of the pop in our lineup. We mentioned Katie Adair was a .300 hitter. We've just got so many other players up and down our lineup that are going to be key contributors for us this year. Dominique Corona is a junior. If there's a better outfielder anywhere in the NAIA, I just don't know who it would be. She made catch after catch last year that just caused people to just shake their head, and I was amazed a lot of the times at things she would do defensively. She's got a great arm. She really understands how to play the game, and looking for her to have a big season again this year as well. 1 through 9 in our lineup, we're capable of hitting the home run ball, and that's not ever happened here at Belhaven, so I'm looking forward to see what kind of production we can put up with our offense. Here at Belhaven, we're playing a very tough schedule this year. 20 games that we play will be against teams that are either nationally ranked or receiving votes in the national poll. We open up the season on February 11th with Alcorn State University, a NCAA Division I opponent. We play 8 games this year against NCAA Division I programs. So we like to branch out and play up, so to speak. We also play a very good schedule within the NAIA. We open up the first weekend of the season in Fort Worth, Texas. We play at the Cowtown Classic Tournament there in Fort Worth. We're going to be playing Oklahoma City, who's ranked in the top 5 nationally this year. We get to play them there in the first week of the season, so we're going to be battle tested early to kind of see where we're at. We're also going to play a lot of really good teams the next weekend when we go to the Arctic Blast Tournament in Decatur, Alabama. So playing Lindsey Wilson College there, they're ranked in the top 12. Also we'll be playing Campbellsville, who's receiving votes. So we play a very tough schedule, and we may have a few games there at the beginning of the season where we stumble a little bit, but the good thing is we've set ourselves up nicely, being ranked 9th nationally, and if we falter just a little bit there in the beginning, we still have plenty of time and room to make that back up and get to where we want to be. So excited about this season, and would like to see a lot of people come out watching our games this year.